Hello, everyone. I'm Maury Povich. Welcome to the primetime return of one of the most controversial game shows in the history of television. Tonight, two contestants will step into soundproof booths and battle for the opportunity to win the most money ever awarded on television. There is no limit as to how much you can win. In fact, a returning champion can literally take home millions and millions of dollars. So, let's get started and make television history with tonight's return of 21. The object of 21 is to answer a series of questions and to score 21 points as soon as you can. Now, the producers have chosen our first two players. So, John Kramer, who will be our very first contestant on the return of 21?
Maury, our first contestant is Jenny Fernandez, a teacher originally from Alexandria, Virginia.
Jenny, nice to see you. Welcome to 21. Good. So what do you teach?
I teach Spanish in high school in Memphis, Tennessee. There are 2,000 kids watching me tonight, so I hope I do them proud.
Do you teach all 2,000 of them?
Not all 2,000, but I just know them from being the track coach and other ways, so hopefully they're all watching.
So everybody in Memphis is tuned to you tonight.
Everybody in Memphis.
And you know what this means in terms of money. It is big money. John, who is Jenny going to play against?
Jenny's challenger is Roy Rankin, originally from Park Ridge, Illinois. He's a supervisor at a large Chicago-based phone company.
I mean, this is serious poundage over here. You did play football?
Yes, I did. I played semi-pro football for a team called the Lake County Vikings, which is in a town north of Chicago. I played for them for 6 years on both offensive and defensive line.
How about Jenny? How about Jenny over here against him? You know what the game is all about?
I do.
It is for big money. We congratulate you both for being here. Why don't you shake hands, go to your isolation booths, and we will start our first game of 21. I'm going to give each of you a category. Now, in that category, it contains 11 multiple-choice questions with point values ranging from 1, that's the easiest point value, to 11, which is the hardest. You're going to choose the point value based on how well you think you know the category. You get a question right, we're going to add those points to your score. You get it wrong, and you will get a strike. Like in baseball, 3 strikes, and you're out of the game. Each of you will have one opportunity during the game to ask for a second chance if you need help on a question. And we'll talk more about that later when it comes up. This first game of 21 is worth $100,000. Now, each player will wear headphones so that neither of them can hear anything going on with their opponent, nor can they see into our studio audience because of the way the lights hit the glass of the studio. So, let's play 21. Now, as a result of our coin toss backstage that was held in front of our producers, we are going to start with Jenny. Here is the first round category, Jenny. The object is to get to 21 as fast as you can. Top 10 TV. Top 10 TV. How many points do you want to play for?
I think I'll start off by playing for 7 points.
A 7-point top 10 TV question. On the TV show, Everybody Loves Raymond, what actress plays Ray's mother? Is it A, Carol Burnett, B, Debbie Reynolds, C, Susan Sullivan, D, Doris Roberts?
Could you repeat the choices, please?
A, Carol Burnett, B, Debbie Reynolds, C, Susan Sullivan, D, Doris Roberts.
I believe the answer is D.
Doris Roberts?
Yes.
You are correct for
great.
7
Thank
points.
You.
Roy,
Yes, Maury.
The first category we're going to go into is Top 10 TV. How many points do you want to play for? The object is to get to 21 as fast as you can. It's just like a horse race.
Top 10 TV, I'll go for 6 points.
A 6-point Top 10 TV question. Here it is. What former NFL quarterback joined the Monday Night Football broadcasting team in 1998? A. Joe Theismann. B. Boomer Esiason. C. Terry Bradshaw.
Well, it'd be kind of ironic if I didn't get a football question.
Well, I
right?
guess so. We all know you played semi-pro football.
The answer is B. Boomer Esiason.
And you are correct for 6 points. We move to our second round. Jenny, you have 7 points. The object is to get to 21 as fast as you can. Here is your second round category, advertising slogans. Advertising slogans. How many points do you want to play for?
Well, I had good luck with 7, so let me try that again.
You want another 7-point
Yes,
question?
please.
That would bring you to 14, two-thirds of the way there.
Yep.
This game is being played for $100,000. The slogan, "When it rains, it pours," can be found in ads for what product? A, sugar. B, raincoats. C, salt. D, umbrellas.
The answer is salt.
You are correct.
Thank you.
And you have 7 on top of your 7. You now have 14 points.
Great.
Two-thirds of the way to 21.
Thank you.
Roy, this is the second round. Here's your category, advertising slogans. You have 6 points.
I'll go for 7 points.
Another 7-point question. Here it is. The slogan, "When it rains, it pours," can be found in ads for what product? A, sugar. B, raincoats. C, salt. D, umbrellas.
When it rains, it pours
When it rains, it pours.
is an advertising
For what
salt.
product?
For salt.
That's your answer, salt, and you are correct. 7 points onto your 6. You now have 13 points. Jenny.
Yes.
We move now to our third round. You have 14 points. You've gotten 2 7-point questions. Here's the next category, names in the news.
Well, I've got to try for 7 to try to make an even 21.
And that will get you to 21. Names in the news.
Okay.
Here's your 7-point question. Actress Catherine Zeta-Jones recently became engaged to what much older... You talk about old people and all of a sudden I stumble. Anyway, actress Catherine Zeta-Jones recently became engaged to what much older actor? A, Sean Connery. B, Warren Beatty. C, Michael Douglas. D, Jack Nicholson.
I'm positive it's Michael Douglas.
You are correct, and you have 21 points.
Thank you.
However, I want to caution you, Jenny. You have 21 points, and that's what the game's all about. However, your opponent has the capability of also reaching 21 points on this round. Since you're already there, I'm going to leave your booth open. You can hear what goes on as we complete this round.
Thank you.
Roy.
Yes, Maury.
You have 13 points. The category is names in the news.
Names in the news.
Names in the news. You have 13 points. You need 8 for 21.
I'll try 6, please.
You're going to try 6?
Yes.
Unfortunately, your opponent has 21 points, Roy. So you cannot reach 21 points with a 6-point question. And so that means that Jenny has reached 21, and she has just won $100,000. Congratulations. Wow. You're a little... Roy, I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
I know it. You were trying to play cautiously, I know, and I understand that. We don't want anyone to leave 21 empty-handed. We have 10 $100 bills for you here. Here's $1,000. Have a good time.
Thank you very
before
much.
You go home. Thanks so much. Wow. What do you think?
I can't believe it.
Huh?
I can't believe I got here, and I can't believe I won.
And not only that, we can't take it away from you.
It's amazing. I'm so thankful.
But you know what happens now? You have the ability to go on to our bonus round, what we call Perfect 21. You can win another $210,000 if you want to answer all the questions. I'm going to give you a series of 6 true-false questions. Each question has a point value. 1 is the first point, 1 point the first question, 2 points the second, 3 points the third, and so on. If you add them all up, 1 through 6, they reach 21. Each point is worth $10,000. You can stop at any time, keep that money, or continue. If you continue and miss 1 question, you lose all the money that you have acquired here in the Perfect 21 round. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. The category is world records for 1 point and $10,000. The longest running musical in the history of Broadway is Cats. True or false?
It's true.
That is correct. You have $10,000. Do you want to keep it?
I want to keep
You
going.
want to continue?
Yes.
You're risking the $10,000, Jenny,
Yes.
for 2 points and $20,000 more, making it $30,000. According to Guinness World Records 2000, the most mentioned man on the internet is Bill Gates. True or false?
I think that's false.
That is false. It's Bill Clinton. You have $30,000. Do you want to continue?
I want to continue.
You're going to continue?
Yes.
You can lose it on this next question.
I've got to continue.
According to Guinness World Records 2000, the world's largest Amex card purchase was of a $2.5 million painting. True or false?
I don't know, but I'm gonna say that's true.
That is true. You have won $60,000. That's a guess. That's our first guess on 21. And it was good for $30,000. You have $60,000 for 4 points and $40,000 more. That'll bring you to $100,000. Do you want to continue?
Well,
Don't let them play with your money. This is your money.
Well, since I really didn't know the last one and they're getting harder, I probably should stop here. So I'm going to stop.
You're going to stop. Very good. Very good, Jenny. You have won $100,000 in our main game, $60,000 in Perfect 21. You have won $160,000, and you are our first 21 champion.
Thank you.
And now, John, who's going to have a chance to be Jenny's next challenger?
Our next challenger could be Todd Giles, originally from Rochester, New York. Or it might be Stephanie Threlkeld, originally from San Antonio, Texas. It might be David Jones, originally from Bremerton, Washington.
And while we take our commercial break, the members of our studio audience are going to decide who you will play next. And they are going to vote for our next challenger. So audience, please lock in your votes now. And we'll be right back because Jenny, it's her second game at $100,000 a game. We double the money. She's going to play 21 for $200,000.
While we play 21 here in the studio, you'll be able to play along at home. Throughout the show, we'll be giving away answers to our Internet Sweepstakes game. Collect all the answers, and at the end of the program, we'll tell you how 21 lucky players can each win $500 and be contacted by a member of our staff to qualify for a chance to appear on our show. Now, your first Internet Sweepstakes game answer here on 21 is hotel. For information on how you can be a contestant on 21, call our toll-free hotline at 1-888-421-8000. Now, here's Maury Povich.
We're back with our champion, Jenny. She has won $160,000, is about to play another game with a brand new challenger. Are you still stunned? Blink for me twice.
I am stunned, actually.
John, let's see who our audience chose.
Well, Maury, the votes are in. Our audience has decided David Jones.
I know you might be a little nervous, but you got to get out of the chair in order to play the game.
Fair enough, fair enough.
Now, David, here's an interesting point about David. A former Navy rescue diver?
Crewman, rescue flight crewman, yes, sir.
Very good. That's terrific. Do you know what this game is all about?
Oh, yes.
You know this woman is $160,000 richer
than
she was 10 minutes ago?
Yes.
Why don't you shake hands, go into your isolation chambers, and we'll start to play 21. Now remember, each player will wear headphones so that neither of them can hear anything going on with their opponent, nor can they see into our studio audience because of the way the lights hit the glass of that isolation chamber. Remember, the object of the game is to get to 21 as fast as you can. Questions are rated from 1 to 11. 1's the easiest, 11's the hardest. Get the question right, we add the points to your score. Get it wrong, you get a strike. 3 strikes, and you're out of the game. Remember, if you get into trouble, you can always use your second chance. Now, since our champion is already familiar with this, we will start with our new challenger. And David?
Yes.
Here is your category. Household products. How many points do you want to play for? The object is to get to 21 as fast as you can.
I think for household products, I'm going to start with a 9.
That much, a 9-point question. In 1979, what company introduced the Dust Buster? Was it A, Westinghouse, B, Hoover, C, Black & Decker, D, Krupp?
Maury, I believe the answer is C, Black & Decker.
And you are correct for 9 points, David. Jenny.
Yes.
You won $160,000. You're playing this game for $200,000. The category is household products. How much do you want to play for?
I better start with 7.
A 7-point question.
Yes, please.
First marketed for home use in 1970. What type of product was the Adonis? Was it A, a home gym, B, a whirlpool bath, C, a waterbed, D, a cappuccino maker?
Could you give me the choices again, please?
Quickly. A, a home gym, B, whirlpool bath, C, waterbed, D, cappuccino maker. I need an answer.
I'm
Jenny.
sorry. I'll choose D.
The cappuccino maker?
Yes.
No, it was B, the whirlpool bath.
Yeah, I didn't know.
That's 1 strike against you, 3 strikes, and you're out of the game. We move on to our second round category. David, here it is. James Bond.
James Bond.
James Bond.
Bond. Maury, let me have an 8-point question.
An 8-point James Bond question.
Yes, please.
That will give you 17 points. You're playing for $100,000. Which of these actors never appeared on TV or in the movies as James Bond? A, Barry Nelson, B, David Niven, C, George Lazenby, D, James Coburn?
Maury, that would be James Coburn.
And you are correct. You have 17 points, David. Very good. That was tough. Jenny, our second category is James Bond. How many points do you want to play for? You're our defending champion. You're playing for $200,000.
To be honest, I don't know a lot about James Bond, so I better play for 7.
A 7-point James Bond question. You like those 7s.
Well,
What James Bond villain used a steel-brimmed bowler hat as a deadly weapon? A, Oddjob, B, Jaws, C, Ernst Stavro Blofeld, D, Scaramanga?
could I use my second chance?
You want to use your second chance now. You know what that entails. What happens is if you get this question correct with your second chance, you do get into 7 points. However, if you miss this question, you have 2 strikes. You already have 1 strike. That means you lose the game. So you know the risks involved. Are you ready for your second chance? And here he comes. Your husband, Julius. Here's Julius. Now, wait a minute. If he doesn't help you get this right, I do not want some serious pillow talk tonight.
He knows more than I do, so I'm going to go with his judgment.
Okay. Quickly, the question. What James Bond villain used a steel-brimmed bowler hat as a deadly weapon? A, Oddjob. B, Jaws. C, Ernst Stavro Blofeld. D, Scaramanga.
C.
Ernst Stavro Blofeld? Are you ready for that?
Whatever he says.
You have your own mind. You know that, Jenny. Are you going with that answer? You're going with that answer?
Whatever he says, yes.
That is incorrect, and I'm sorry, Jenny. I'm so sorry. Well, you're our first champion anyway.
Thank you.
And you've won $160,000, and that means David Jones, you are our winner. Congratulations, yes. You've won $100,000. Congratulations, David.
Thank you.
That's terrific. Marvelous.
Good job.
Sorry, Jenny.
I didn't know any of those questions.
You were terrific.
Thank you.
You won that one big game.
I know.
And part of that big 21, perfect 21 bonus round. And I want to tell you something, $160,000. It looks real good, doesn't it?
Absolutely. I'm so grateful. Thank you.
Do you think you have any idea what it looks like, $160,000?
I have no idea, but I'm sure I'll find out soon.
You're going to find out right this second. We are going to show it to you right now. You're going to take home your money. Here it is. You take that bag. 100,000 and 50,000 and 10 makes it 60,000. Jenny, congratulations to you. I know you'll spend it well. Thank you very much for playing 21. Appreciate it. All right. Now to this business. You're a smiling man.
Yes.
I'll tell you what, you can win $210,000 more in our Perfect 21 bonus round. And you're going to have that chance when we come back as David continues as our champion on 21.
Your second Internet Sweepstakes game answer here on 21 is King.
Congratulations. $100,000 is terrific. And there's a lot more ahead of you.
Gotta get it. Gotta get it.
You ready to play Perfect 21?
Yes, let's do it.
There is the possibility of winning $210,000. This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you a series of 6 questions. Each question has a point value. First question is worth 1 point, second 2 points, third 3 points. Each point is worth $10,000. If you add them up 1 to 6, they reach 21. However, you can stop, take the money at any time, or if you continue and miss one question, you lose everything that you have in this Perfect 21 round, not the $100,000. Here is the category. The Olympics. For 1 point and $10,000, the third place finisher in an Olympic contest wins a silver medal. True or false?
False.
That's correct. It's the bronze. For 2 points and $20,000. The Fosbury flop is a technique used by Olympic high jumpers. True or false?
That's true.
That is true. You have $30,000. You want to continue?
I'd like to continue.
Sure you don't want to stop?
No, I can't stop
You have $30,000, 3 points, and $30,000 more. Over the years, Carl Lewis has won more medals in the Summer Olympics than any other U.S. athlete. True or false?
That's false.
That is false. It's a 3-way tie with Mark Spitz, Matt Biondi, and Carl Osborne. You have $60,000. Do you want to continue? Do you want... You're going to go on?
Let's do it.
Don't let them influence you. For 4 points and $40,000, that'll make it $100,000, double what you've won already. Germany called itself the unified team at the 1992 Summer Games following the fall of the Berlin Wall. True or false?
I believe that's true.
That is false. Hey, it's the Soviets that did that in 1992.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Well, You could have gained $60,000, David.
But I got another game.
Yes, you do have another game. And not only that, you have another game, and you're going to play it because it's your second game for $200,000. And John, who will have the chance to be David's next challenger?
Your next challenger will be one of these three players. Jared Eisenstadt, an attorney originally from Hicksville, New York. Or Todd from Rochester, New York. Or Stephanie Threlkeld, originally from San Antonio, Texas. We'll find out.
While we take our commercial break, the members of our studio will select from these choices and vote for our next challenger. Audience, would you please lock in your votes now? Because when we come back, David will play 21 for $200,000.
Your third Internet Sweepstakes game answer, right here on 21, is Blizzard.
I know. You won't admit it to me, but I know you were second-guessing yourself right now about that $60,000.
No, I'd already made up my mind that, first off, I got on stage, I got to pay my little girl's ticket out here.
Now, wait a
minute.
minute. $100,000. You can bring all kinds of girls out here on a
No. Little girl.
I know that.
I got another game, though.
You got another game?
I got another game coming.
And you know what it's going to be worth to you?
$200,000.
Yes, it is. And now, David is going to play for $200,000 against a brand new challenger. John, let's see who our audience chose.
The votes are in, David. Your next challenger is Stephanie Threlkeld.
How are you? Good to see you. This is our champion, David. Stephanie is originally from San Antonio. Now, this is interesting. She went nude parasailing.
Well, not on purpose. We were standing on the dock, and they said, when you feel the boat pull, we want you to run and jump off the dock, and you'll lift up. Suddenly, the parasail filled up, and they popped up to however many hundred feet you are, and my bathing suit was around my knees. And
You're a mother of 4. David, how many children do you have?
3 altogether.
Why don't you shake hands, go into your soundproof booths, and we're going to play 21. We'll start now with our new challenger, Stephanie. Stephanie, you know the object.
now the object.
Get the 21. It's like a horse race. Singers. How many points do you want to play for with the category of singers?
I'll play for 8 points.
An 8-point singer question. Which one of these Grammy-winning singers signed her first record deal when she was only 11 years old? A, Charlotte Church. B, LeAnn Rimes. C, Britney Spears. D, Debbie Gibson. For 8 points.
I'm going to say B, LeAnn Rimes.
And you are correct. You have 8 points. David.
Yes, Maury.
Our first category is singers. You're playing this game for $200,000. This is your second game. We double the $100,000. How many points do you want to play for?
I think I better start with a 7 in singers.
A 7 in singers. Here it is. What singer won a 1997 Grammy for Record of the Year for her song, Sonny Came Home? Was it A, Tori Amos, B, Sean Colvin, C, Fiona Apple, D, Sheryl Crow?
Can I hear the choices again?
A, Tori Amos, B, Sean Colvin, C, Fiona Apple, D, Sheryl Crow.
I'm going to go with A.
You're going with A, Tori Amos? No, it's Sean Colvin. She was the one who won a 1997 Grammy for Record of the Year. Stephanie,
Yes.
the second round category is Who Sells More?
Who sells more?
Who sells more? How much do you want to play for? How many points?
A 7.
Another a 7-point question. You had 8 before. That will get you 15 points, well on your way to 21. On average, who sells more women's magazines? A, Better Homes and Gardens. B, Red Book. C, Cosmopolitan. D, Ladies' Home Journal.
I'm going to say, because I think they have more than one, Better Homes and Gardens. A.
You are correct. You have 15 points. Our champion, David, you have 0 points, and you also have 1 strike. Here's the next category. Who sells more? How much do you want to play for?
Give me a 9.
A 9-point question. According to Fortune magazine, in 1998, what company sold more computers and office equipment in the U.S. than any other? Was it A, Dell Computer, B, Hewlett-Packard, C, Xerox, or D, IBM?
And what was the year again in the question?
1998. According to Fortune magazine, what company sold more computers and office equipment in the U.S. than any other?
I believe it was Dell.
That's your answer, Dell?
Dell, yes.
No, it was IBM, and you have 2 strikes.
No problem.
We now go to our 3rd round. Stephanie, you have 15 points.
All right.
You need 6 for 21. Vacation spots.
I think I'll take a 6.
I guess you will. That will get you to 21. People who are arriving in Las Vegas by plane land at what airport? A, Stapleton. B, McCarran. C, McCarthy.
I'm not 100% sure, but I'm going to say B, McCarran.
And you have 21 points, and congratulations, you have won $100,000. Congratulations to you, David. I'm so sorry. You had a great first game.
I am just floored.
You're floored?
I'm floored.
I bet you are. David, you've done terrific.
I get to go home with
marvelous.
something.
You're going home with $100,000. That's a lot of something. And just to make sure you know what it's all about, come right on down here. Because this is what it looks like. 100,000. Heavy, huh? Congratulations to you, David. You've been a great champion. Thank you very much for coming. Appreciate it. Now then, Stephanie, you have $100,000. You know what's going to happen now. We have our perfect 21 bonus round. You can win a lot more than $100,000 if you're brave enough. And we're going to do that when we come right back after this message.
Your 4th Internet Sweepstakes game answer here on 21 is movie.
So you have 4 children. You told us before. What are their ages?
8.5 is Robert, Thomas is 6, Anna is 3, and Joseph is 8 months.
You know what we're going to do now.
I know what we're going to do.
The perfect 21 bonus round. If you go for all 6 true-false questions, you can win $210,000. Each question has a point value. The first question's worth 1 point, second's worth 2 points, third 3, and so on. You add them 1 through 6, it comes up to 21. That's why we call it perfect 21. You can stop at any time. Keep the money. Or if you continue and have 1 wrong answer, you lose everything in this perfect 21 round. Are we ready?
Ready.
Here is the category. The Bible.
The Bible. All right.
For 1 point and $10,000, the Old Testament has more books than the New Testament. True or false?
True.
That is correct. The Old has 39 books. The New has 27 books. Or 2 points and $20,000 more, making it $30,000. You want to continue?
I want to continue.
When she looked back at the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah, Job's wife was turned into a pillar of salt. True or false?
True.
No.
No.
It was Lot's wife.
Lot's wife. Oh, I wasn't listening.
You weren't listening?
I wasn't listening.
You were
right?
thinking about the $10,000?
I was thinking about the looking over the shoulder thing.
Well, let me tell you what you can think about now. You can think about the fact that the next time you play 21 with us in a moment, you're going to be playing for $200,000 to go along with your $100,000. John, who has the chance to be Stephanie's next challenger?
It might be Mario Mendez, originally from Hawthorne, California. He's a vocational counselor. It might be Todd Giles, originally from Rochester, New York. Or Jared Eisenstadt, originally from Hicksville, New York.
Now, while we take our commercial break, the members of our studio audience will select from these choices and vote for our next challenger. You're thinking about the next game? Audience, please lock in your votes now, because when we come back, Stephanie will play 21 for $200,000.
For information on how you can be a contestant here on 21, call our toll-free hotline at 1-888-421-8000. We'll be right back.
I know you're still thinking about Sodom and Gomorrah.
I am thinking my church is going to just abuse the stew out of me. For
missing that question.
For missing that question.
All right, we're back with our champion, Stephanie. She's about to play for $200,000. John, who's she going to play against?
The results are in. Your challenger is Todd Giles.
This guy loves TV. Look, big smile, tall man.
I'm just glad the audience is letting me up here. Thanks, everybody.
Now then, why don't you shake hands with our champion, Stephanie, because we're about to play 21. We're going to start with our new challenger. All right, Todd, here's our first category, the Academy Awards.
I don't know too much about the Academy Awards, Maury, but I'd like to start hot, so let's go for 10.
What event happened in 1981 that caused the Oscar telecast that year to be postponed for 24 hours? Was it A, President Reagan was shot? B, the Challenger exploded? C, riots in Los Angeles? D, none of the above.
Maury, none of those dates really seem to match up for me, so I'm going to go 1981.
We need an answer.
I'm going to guess A, the assassination of President Reagan.
The attempted assassination. He was shot, but lived. Quite a long time he's lived. You are correct. Todd for 10 points. Stephanie. You are our champion. You're playing for $200,000. The Academy Awards, that's our first round category. How many points do you want to play for?
I'm going to play for 7.
A 7-point Academy Award question. Which one of these actors has not won an Oscar for Best Director? A, Kevin Costner. B, Mel Gibson. C, Robert Duvall. D, Clint Eastwood.
I'm going to say Robert Duvall.
You are correct for 7 points. You have 10 points. Here's our second round category. Gadgets and gizmos.
Gadgets and gizmos. I'll go for 6 points, Maury.
A 6-point question. You have 10, that would give you 16. You have no strikes. A gizmo, called a GPS receiver, helps pinpoint your location anywhere on the Earth using what? A, solar activity. B, sonar. C, satellites.
Maury, I believe the answer is C, satellites.
You are correct. You have 16 points, Todd. Stephanie.
Yes.
You have 7 points. You know what you have to do. Here's our second round category, gadgets and gizmos. How many points do you want to play for?
I'm going to play for 7 points again.
A 7-point question. That would give you 14. The barcodes. that are read by supermarket scanners are also known as what? A, universal product codes, B, price grids, C, laser tags, D, grocery index numbers.
A, universal price code, UPC, I believe.
UPC is correct.
Okay.
A, universal product code.
Product code, yeah.
You got that right. We're going to round 3. Todd, you have 16 points. The object is to get to 21. How many points do you want to play for?
Doing the math, Maury, I think 5's the number to go for.
5 is correct. That will get you to 21. After scoring the final goal, Brandy Chastain took off her shirt when her team won the women's championship in what sport? A, basketball, B, hockey, C, soccer.
Saw the game, Maury. It was a great game, and it's soccer.
You are correct. Todd, you have reached 21 points. But Todd, not so fast. Your opponent has the ability to get to 21 as well. Since you're already there, we're going to leave your booth open. You can hear everything that goes on. Stephanie,
yes.
You have 14 points. This is our 3rd round category. Memorable sports moments.
I'm going to play for 7 points.
A 7-point question, and that would get you to 21. And I will tell you that your opponent already has 21 points.
Okay.
And if you get this correct, you go into a tiebreaker.
Okay.
If you don't, you lose the game. Last June, after a victory by the Dallas Stars, what sports trophy came to Texas for the first time? Was it A, the America's Cup, B, the Stanley Cup, C, the World Cup, D, the Ryder Cup?
I'd like to take my second chance.
You want a second chance?
I want a second chance.
Who have you brought here for your helper here?
My husband, who I hope knows sports better than I do.
You know what happens. You get it right, you tie.
All right.
You get it wrong, you're out of the game. What's your husband's name?
Rob.
Hi, Rob. How are you?
Just doing fine.
All right, quickly. Here's the question. Last June, after a victory by the Dallas Stars, what sports trophy came to Texas for the first time? A, the America's Cup, B, the Stanley Cup, C, the World Cup, D, the Ryder Cup.
I think I'd say B, the Stanley Cup.
That's kind of what I was thinking. Okay.
Is that your answer?
That's our answer.
You're correct. You have 21 points. Husband Bob, thank you very much. You have now tied. But unfortunately, you're out of time for tonight. So that's the way it goes. It ends at the hour. I'd like to go on. Join us next Sunday at 8 p.m., 7 Central, right here on NBC for the opportunity to see Stephanie and Todd battle it out on a 1-question tiebreaker for the chance to win millions on 21. Good night, everyone.
You at home now have all of today's Internet sweepstakes answers. For one more answer, as well as complete rules and regulations, log on to NBC.com/21. 21 lucky players will each win $500 and be contacted by a member of our staff for a chance to appear as a contestant right here on 21. You must be at least 18 years and a U.S. resident to participate.
Mothers and fathers